Good morning, students. Welcome back. In previous class, we are discussed the concept of interface, and we are also discussed definition of the interface and declaration of the interface concept. Now, once again, we glance those all concepts. First one is, what is interface? An interface is basically kind of a class. It means class and interface both are similar. Like a class's interface contains methods and variables, but with a major difference. Then what is the difference? The difference is interface defines only a abstract methods and a final fields. It means interface do not specify any code to implement these methods and data fields. Contains only constant. Interface do not specify any code to implement all the methods and fields. It contains constants. And it is the responsibility of a class to implement an interface to define the code for the implementation of these methods. It means interface do not specify any code to implement all the methods and fields. It is the responsibility of a class to implement the or define the code for the implementation of all the methods. This is the concept of interface. Then we are declare a interface concept with a interface keyword. We can declare a interface concept with a interface keyword following by the interface name. And opening braces for the interface opening, closing braces for the interface closing. And also we declare a variables, methods in a interface body, which are only a constant. It means interface includes abstract methods, final fields and static methods also. How we can declare a interface? With a interface keyword following by the interface name. In that interface we are going to declare variables and methods which are constant or which are abstract, which are static. If we declare a variables or a methods in an interface, by defaultly it considered as the abstract. If we declared abstract keyword, means also it is considered as a abstract. If we do not declared as a abstract, means it is also considered as a abstract only. By declaring a abstract keyword is not mandatory. By defaultly it considered as a abstract itself. And the class and interface both are similar, with a major difference it can be implemented in our programming. Then what are all those difference? The class having a constant or a variables, but interface having a constant only. That is, their interface values are final values. If we declare any values or any fields in a interface, it considered as a final fields. This is the main difference between class and interface. In previous class, we have discussed definition and declaration of the interface. But in today's class, we see how to implement the interface concept in our programming. Let's see. When a class implements an interface, you think of the class as signing a contract agreeing to perform a specific behavior of the interface. It means once class implements an interface, it means if we implement an interface concept, it means we are signing or agreeing to class to perform a specific behavior of an interface. It is like a contract between two parties to perform a specific behavior. If class does not perform all the behavior of interface, the class must be declared itself as an abstract. If a class does not perform all the behavior of the class or all the behavior of the interface, by defaultly it consider or it must be declared itself as an abstract. If we declared as an abstract, that class need not to perform all the performance or all the operation in a particular programming. And also the class uses the implement keyword to implement the interface concept. Similar to how we are declaring a interface definition with the interface keyword, similar to that only, to implement a interface concept we use a implement as a keyword. The implement keywords appear in the class declaration following the extend portion of the declaration. Implement keyword appears in the class declaration itself for the following to the extend portion of the declaration. It means while declaring a class itself, we are going to implement the interface concept. Here, example is there. Let's see. The file name is mummalint.java. The mummalint class implement an animal as an interface, and this including three methods. One is public void eat method, public void travel method, and public int number of legs methods, and it having a one main method, that is public static void main. In each method they are printing something statement to appear in the console with the system.out.println. This is the output statement which are used to print the statement in our console. In a void eat method, they are printing mummal eats. In a void travel, they are printing mummal travels. In a number of legs method, they are nothing printing, they are just returning a value as a 0. In a main method, they are going to create the yum object with the new keyword with the class name, that is mummalint. Why we are going to use this mummalint means we are creating a yum object from the mummalint class. For that we are using a class name to create a object. See here, here is there yum object. With the help of them we are calling all those methods, that is yum.eat, yum.travel. We are calling a eat method and travel method. Closing of main method, closing of class. Now we have to save this file as a mummalint.java. This is the file name of our program. We have to save this with a dot extension. First we have to compile this. Again, after that compilation, compiler will produce dot class files. For that dot class files we have to execute. Then we give the compiler will produce the output as the mummal eats and mummal travels in our console, because we are calling the eat method and travel method. Here the main concept is the class implements the interface concept with the help of implements keyword. I hope you all are understand the implementation of interface concept. Now, still now we are discuss definition, declaration and implementation of the interface concept. But sometimes we need to override all the methods in an interface according to our program. For that, overriding the methods in an interface concept, they are providing some rules. Now, let us see what are all the rules they are providing to override the methods in an interface concept. The first one is checked expression should not be declared on an implementation method other than the ones declared by the interface method or a subclasses of those declared by the interface method. It means checked expression should not be declared in any method, in an interface or a subclass of those declared by the interface method. It should not be include checked exceptions. The first rule is it should not be include or it should not be having a checked exception in a interface method or subclasses of those methods which are already declared by the interface method. Second one is the signature of the interface method and the same return type or a subtype should be maintained when override the method. The signature of the interface or the return type or the subtype should be maintained when overriding the method. It means the signature of the interface methods and the same return type should be maintained. It means the return type and the interface method both are declared in our program to override the interface concepts or a interface methods. An implementation class itself can be abstract, and if so, interface methods need not be implemented. It means if the class declared as abstract, it need not be implemented in a interface itself. It declared as a abstract keyword. These are the three rules we have to follow when override the methods in a interface concept. Next is here when we are implementing an interface concept in our programming, here also they are providing us some rules. Now we will see. A class can implement more than one interface at a time. It means class implement more than one interface concept at a time. A class can extend only one class but implement many interfaces. It means class can extend only one class. It means if we are using an interface concept, then we have to extend that class to or from only one class. But we have to implement that class in a many interfaces. And an interface can extend another interface. In a similar way, a class can extend another class. It means one interface can extend another interface also. Class extends only one class but implements many interfaces. and also one interface can extend another interface similar to a class can extend another class. These are three rules we have to follow while implementing an interface concept. Here the relation between the classes and interfaces are there. First is the interface and class both are similar kind of objects or a similar kind of concepts. Then now we have to see that the relation between the classes and the interfaces. Here a class extends another class and an interface extends another interface, but a class implements an interface concept. Here in interface concept, class extends another class, interface extends another interface, but class only implements interface concept. See here one diagram is there. Here one class extends another class, and here one class implements another interface, and interface extends another interface. Here the class also extends a class and interface also extends a interface, but the class only implements the interface concept. Here one example is there. See here in a printable interface, first we declared printable as a interface. That printable interface included one method. That interface can be implemented in a A6 class. See here. First we declared interface. Interface is a keyword, printable is a interface name. In this one method is there, that is void print. Again in a A6 class, A6 class is implements this printable interface, and also this A6 class include one method, that is void print. In that we are going to print that hello world with the output statement, and in main method we are created the obj object with the help of new keyword. From that obj object we are calling the print method, closing of main and closing of class. The output is hello. Once we are executed this program, we get the output as a hello world. Here the concept is we are declaring the interface. We are declaring interface with the interface keyword and followed by the interface name. See here, interface is a keyword, printable is a name of the interface. In this we declared void main, void print as a method. And in a A6 class, we are going to implement this printable interface concept. This is how we are going to implement the interface concept in our programming. I hope you all are understand this. Next one is multiple inheritance in a Java by a interface. Still now, we see that only one class extends another class and one class implements another interface. But here multiple classes in a Java in a interface concept. If a class implements a multiple interface or an interface extends multiple interfaces, it is known as multiple inheritance. If a class implements multiple interfaces or an interface extends multiple interfaces, it is known as multiple inheritance. See here, in this diagram, they are showing two interfaces are implemented from one class and one interface extends two interfaces. This is the concept of multiple inheritance. See here in this example, one printable interface is there, another one showable interface is there. In this example, they are declared two interfaces. One is printable, another one is showable. In printable class, they declared void print method. In a showable class, they declared void show method. These two interfaces are implemented in a A7 class. That is, the class name is A7. That A7 class implement both interfaces. First one is printable, second one is showable. And this includes one print method. That print method including a output line, that is system.out.println. It is used to print a statement in our console. In that, we are printed as a hello, as a statement. And again, in a show method, we are going to print as welcome. And these two void and show methods are declared in a A7 class as a methods. For these void print method and void show method are declared in a interface concept. But here in a A7 class also we write a same method, print method and show method. And next we are created the obj object from a A7 class with the help of new keyword. From that obj object we are calling the print method and show method. See here, with the help of obj object we are calling a print method and show method. Once we call this method, they executed this print method and void method, void show method, which are present in the A7 class, because the interface methods are by defaultly abstract. This is the concept of multiple interfaces in our programming. Two multiple or a two interface or a multiple interface are used in our class. The output is hello and welcome, because in a print method we printed as hello, in a show method we printed as welcome. I hope you understand the concept of multiple interfaces. First concept is declaration, only one interface declaration. Second concept is multiple interface are declared in a one class. This is the program which is explain the multiple interface concept. I hope you all are understand this concept. Next one is multiple inheritance is not supported through the class in a Java. Multiple inheritance concept is supported in our Java according to interface concept, multiple interface concept, but it is not supported through the class in the Java. Why it is not supported? Let us see. As we have explained in a previous interface concept, multiple interface is not supported. Why? Because of ambiguity of the concept. It means ambiguity means confusion of the concept. The compiler make a confusion for inherit the classes. However, it is supported in case of interface because there is no ambiguity. It is because it implements it provided by implementation class. It means the two parent class having the properties of one child class. It means one child class having the two super class. It is the concept of multiple interface. While in a class declaration, these both super classes and a child class are declared in a one class. It means it having a implementation of both the super class and child class. For this reason, the compiler get confusion whether we have to call the A superclass implementation or whether we have to call the B superclass implementation for the C child class. In this interface concept, the implementation are written in the interface itself. Because of this reason, it is supported according to multiple interface concept. I hope you understand this. Now, here one example is there. See, why multiple inheritance is not supported from class it is supported by the interface concept. See here, printable one, here two interfaces are there. First one is printable, second one is showable. In this same print method and print method, and these both interfaces are implemented in a test implements class. Here see, the class test implements these both interfaces. First one is interface and showable. This including the one print method, and in a main method they are going to create a obj object. With the help of that obj object they are calling a print method, which are included the hello world statement. Then this is executed and printed as the hello world in our console. These all examples are belonging to declaration of single interface, declaration of multiple interface, implementation of single interface, implementation of multiple interfaces concept in our programming. Next one is, the next main concept is adapter classes in Java. Still now we discussed the concept of interfaces, but now we have to discuss the concept of adapter classes. Adapter classes are provided the default implementation of listener interfaces. It means the adapter class by defaultly having a implementation of listener class. The adapter classes are found in a java.awt.event package, java.awt.dnd packages, and javax.swing.event packages. These three are the packages. The adapter class with their corresponding listener interfaces are given below. Here see, some adapter classes are there which are having the listener interfaces. It means these adapter classes are the present in the packages. It means here default implementation of each class are present. It means component adapter having the component listener, container adapter having the container listener. It means these are main classes included this listener class. This listener class having the all the implementation of this package. These are some adapter classes according to their listener interfaces. This is the concept of adapter classes. It means we are using this adapter class to implement in our program similar to package. Adapter class means this is similar for the packages. It includes all the implementation by defaultly with according to their corresponding adapter class and corresponding listener class. I hope you all are understand this adapter class. Thank you.